All right, welcome back. Joining me again on commentary is L-Rock. We are doing a... Well, this is just a Season 3 weekly, but this is between qualifiers and the bracket rounds. Bracket rounds will start next weekend sometime, but we are going to be going now. We'll switch over to the race room. On our left is Spike. On our right is Pyroki. We have a Diddy Lanky start with Chimpy Charge, Sax, and Gorilla Gone.
Nice little smattering of moves. We like our saxophone. We like our Gorilla Gone. Charges exists, I guess.
That's all it does. It exists. That's it.
It exists. I mean, sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. We'll find out what kind of seed this is. Charge is the move that loves to show up as your training moves, and then you never touch it once. And it only serves to like inconvenience you when you're trying to DK roll, or maybe that's just me.
Not.
It's just me. You can say it. It's okay. I understand. The race lobby is almost ready. We're just about getting ready to kick off.
There's a certain zone. Oh, by holding up the race room.
Technical difficulties can strike at any time. I understand. That's the nature of the beast. It's not like we didn't have our fair share of it.
Momo just said good luck noobs in the chat, so I think we're ready to go.
Alright, I'm making his seed 10% worse. Coming in pronto.
Ooh. I don't think Mumbo's ready for the Riley seed either.
Oh boy. He doesn't gonna call me a noob. I'll make his seeds worse. But we're off.
Yippee! We did it. Alright, what are we doing? Nothing.
Rainbow coin.
There. Oh, Spike's gonna grab that. I think
yes, please.
I think Spike usually likes checking the shop at the beginning, so maybe that's why he went for it.
I mean, if I have a rainbow coin, I will. It's like absolutely worth it in that instance, I think.
Right.
5 coins is enough to buy the average move out of that shop, which is totally worth it. It might be a GB that you can get really early. It might be just a move in general.
Wait, average move, but is it an average move in a Nintendo Sarah seed? That's the question.
A lot of unnatural,
move, I should say.
A lot of extraordinary moves in a Sarah seed. You really never know. We'll find out.
Force
level 2 and it costs 1 to get in?
No, that was 4.
That's 4, right? I can't read. Alright.
Good start.
It's Friday.
Looks like neither player is opting to check hints immediately. We'll see when they do. Ooh, we got an item there. I think that was Simian Spring.
Sure was. Where are all the trackers? Spring and main aisle. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I think that moves you find in your aisles loop are generally more important than your starting moves. Generally. Things that get placed in main aisle, they tend to be relevant much faster, so I kind of want to see Snide's room now. And Pyroki is headed right there.
Yeah, especially if you get this early. Oh, Pyroki's not even gonna... It's a junk item!
Nice try.
It's vanilla!
I can't say I wouldn't have done the same, but sometimes you just hop in the barrel and that's minus 15 seconds. Unlucky. Maybe you'll get the Hell Mortar while we're here. Thank you.
Yes,
a little bit
okay. Consolation.
Spike didn't bother.
Chunky Tiny.
Right. Spike didn't even bother, so see ya. He doesn't need it. He'll just read Snide's mind later. It's fine. But Spike's going to the shop.
Diddy potion in the shop. What is it?
Yes.
Oh, and he has enough. He has enough.
It is Monkey Port.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's not super significant, but hey, we have it.
Pyroki wanted to see what level 1 was before running back to the shop, so he'll get his Monkey Port to whatever chagrin, perhaps. I mean, you need it, but like, you probably don't need it anytime soon is the problem. So like, you could have come back here when you were like stinking rich and picked this up, but it's hard to say. Shoot, this might get way the Horde hinted, and then you're really happy to be here. You know what? A lanky GB for the road. That's not too bad either. But an Aztec level 1, which means logically we need vines or twirl, which means that back tunnel dirt is just vines, right? It just like has to be. I think we're out of options.
Baby seed. Chat saying baby seed.
I saw that something on Jetpack. It's coming. It's coming. I'm pretty sure there should be vines that Spike is about to dig up. I'd be a little surprised if it isn't. There it is. Nice. You have to find vines logically before you enter Aztec. Vines or Twirl, but we don't have Tiny, so it's got to be vines. So now in vines, you go run back to the other vines lock spot.
So fun fact, if we had 64 GBs, we could actually get into Helm right now. We somehow got vines, Monkey Board, and Gorilla gone right off the bat within 3 minutes of the start of the seed.
Wow. Helm access package. Sans 2 keys and 2 Kongs, but, you know, that's pretty nice. Alright, what's behind the vines dirt? Anything interesting? Very much not interesting, in fact. The least interesting thing of all time. I would love to see hints by now, but they refuse.
You know, the funny thing is, I recruited Carrison, first time doing note-taking for the restream. They don't even bother to check the hints. And Garrison's probably just sitting there, like, shit posting in chat because he's nothing, or they have nothing to do.
Just twiddle my thumbs for a while. Yeah, okay. Spike checking the Aztec lobby gongs to find Bupkis. I can't even remember if Pyroki did the same.
I have a live update from Camerson. Their print screen button is on the ready, so
yes.
I have faith, trust.
Here comes the 4th GB. All right, you got
Still no one. Come on.
12 hints to read, man. 12 hints. My kingdom for just one.
We thirst for hints.
What do we suppose we're clearing out Aztec for? Probably nothing, really. I mean, you got charged. You could, like, charge the gongs, but you don't have Rocket Barrel to logically get the reward.
Charge a gong, get, like, the basic checks, and leave. That's literally probably all they're doing.
Shops. There's a fair chunk of coins in Aztec. There's not a ton, but there's a fair few. Lanky coins? Ooh, Lanky coins might be at a premium. Oh, there's these 4. That's not too bad. You know, I'll take key 2, hopefully. Cranky gonna cough up key 2, pretty please. We do also need to keep an eye out for medals, as we have something we might need on our quest on Jetpack. It is indeed key 2 at Cranky's and Aztec. Life is good.
You know what, maybe that's the thing that Spike does, right? Spike will give you more stream value movement, but the cost of not seeing what the hints are for like 20 minutes.
Okay, but I can give you stream value movement, and I'll check my hints instantly, so... I don't know, +1 me. Thank you.
We have key 2 in the shop, so very easy key 2, no surprises there.
I mean, looking for where key 2 is one of the reasons I check my hints early, so now that they have key 2, they might not even... They might just never check hints again, to be honest. Why bother at all?
Elrock is the greatest gamer of all time. You didn't see the 0% top 3 finishes statistic?
Buddy, we are not going to fight right now, alright?
But at least you beat OBO, who you're playing round 1, so that's clearly all that matters.
You will not survive what I do to your seeds, buddy. Hold your tongue.
Oh, you're gonna race mod me now?
Oh, brother.
We got the gongs going here. Again, this is out of logic, but I'm not surprised when they're checking this.
I'm putting all your gongs in cages.
This is just like it's effectively 2 free checks because you have to come over here for the crate check anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely coming over here regardless. Diddy's Metal is pretty essential to come over to these trees as well. I believe Diddy's Metal is accessible right now. It's just you have to do a bunch of... Actually, no, it's not. Logically needs Peanut or Rocket Barrel, so it is not quite accessible. I think they have like 40 available, but not quite 45. Ooh, I like using the tower to navigate the treetops. That is a little bit cheeky.
That's a pretty spicy movement tech right there. If you're wanting to get into Donk, take some notes. These are players in the top of they're in the top half of the seating in the top 32 bracket, so no slouches right here.
Not for long, am I right? We're gonna knock them down a peg. You and I
smell what Elrock is cooking, that's for sure.
Amen. Amen, brother.
All right, Spike is done. Not really much. I don't think he can do anything else at all in Aztec anyway, so makes sense. we are going to Japes level 3, which is 8. Can't access it. Too bad. See you later.
Just short, but Pyroki has 8. What was his extra one?
I forget. I think he may have bought something extra. Yeah, that makes sense.
It must be a purchase, because I don't think there's any other check on the way. Oh, he did the gongs, and Spike didn't, and that was a GB. Oh, wow. Oh, and now he's running back to Candy to buy an extra one for just enough. Spike funneled into Forest because he doesn't have 8 GBs. I wonder if Pyroki's going to change his mind. You know what would be one reason to change your mind is if you read your hints, you might have an idea of where you should be going. Like, maybe there's a Kong in Japes. Maybe there's a Kong in Forest. That's what I want to know right now.
You know what? Oh, here we
go. Finally. All right. Japes Forest lobbies. Okay. Monkey Port, Way of the Horde, shocking. The Key, shocking. Vines, shocking. None of that is surprising. Excellent. DK roll and Tiny Key roll is interesting, though, so we'll keep that in mind.
Hillside Key
Hillside Key 4 is interesting. Donkey found by Chunky and Aztec, and Tiny's held by a Fairy and Forest. Oh, boy. We're getting some Dark Rafters actions for sure. Oh boy, here comes Spike up on Dark Rafters. You got Spring, you don't have guitars, so you're gonna have to do it blind, but there's something there. But perhaps that Forest Kasplat inside the Giant Mushroom is your guitar.
What are these 5-door temple hints?
We have a Temple of Doom once again. 2 5-door temple hints. Oh boy. Wow, there's a 4th batch. Sax Pad! Okay, so as soon as you get Tiny, there's a Way of the Horde that you can go get.
6 Shops Key 2, Isles Dirt Under Caves Lobby.
That was Spring.
Yes.
So Spring Way of the Horde, we got like a Key Way of the Horde. Alright, well now we have to take like 3 hours to write down all our hints, which is just amazing. Vines Way of the Horde, Monkey Port Way of the Horde. I mean, look, just my absolute surprise. Let's see. Hillside Key 4, so that's like a reason to enter Japes, but it's not a super good one. The Tiny to enter, or the Tiny is held by a Fairy in Forest is an excellent reason to go to Forest, though, because you can get the Dark Rafters Fairy. It just might be very hard. So I think we're going to see them start struggling to fight through Dark Rafters. Your other option is Thornvine Barn, which you don't have Donkey for, and doesn't look like he's coming anytime soon.
The best part is, you know, immediately after they get that check, they're going to find guitar, because that's what always happens. Or and a gun.
In fact, Pyroki is running to the mushroom first, because he knows there's a Way of the Horde Kasplat here, and that might just be guitar, which would save him a lot of grief. I think Spike being in the mills might try and press his luck right now, which is going to be all sorts of fun.
And what do we got here? Just a golden banana. Probably going to buy them both, depending on money. Well, never mind. Diddy has been drained.
So 5-door temple, Lanky K roll. Seems pretty likely that's barrels somehow. That's my guess. Barrels in the 5-door temple makes a lot of sense. A check in the first 3 levels.
Those are kind of funny 5-door temple hints. One was path to just Lanky. One was path to just Tiny.
And it's really weird because there's feather-locked stuff and mini-locked stuff in the 5-door temple, so you gotta be a little mindful of that. There might be some sort of chain going on there. Hopefully not. And in fact, I bet it's just not likely that. Hard to say. We have a Japes Forest lobby hint, the Diddy K roll and Tiny K roll, so it's possible that that's like Peanuts and then it's like inside Diddy's temple. That fits pretty well.
Pyroki is going straight for that Kasplat in there. I have a feeling we're not going to see a climb here. There's just so much open right now.
This is the mushroom. This is the Way of the Horde Kasplat for Pyroki right here. So what is this item?
Well, there's your gun.
Grape. Well, that gets you Lanky's medal back in Aztec, so maybe Lanky's medal is guitar.
But see, now here's what I was saying though, right? You get your gun here. Now you make it night, and now you can get access to that. Well, out of logic, of course, the fairy in the Dark Rafters.
I forgot about night. I got dusked up there for a second. I kind of forgot they had to make it night, and they needed a gun for that. So yeah, I thought Spike was just going to run straight in there.
The peanut galleon in the chat kind of made fun of us for that, but hey, we still know what we're doing. We know what we were talking about.
This is why they're the top seeds, and we're just the scrubs, yeah. So yeah, and them's the beats.
I'm a little surprised of the climber by Pyroki, but hey, Again, they're the top seeds. I'm not, so we'll see what's up here. There is a Sphere Zero check on the Kasplat.
I see two reasons to come up here. One is the lanky balloon at the top, and the other is the one Kasplat, the Night Door Kasplat.
Oh, the lanky balloon. That could be a big deal.
It could be. Grape is gonna get you Forest Lanky Metal. Well, he doesn't get the balloon, so maybe I don't know anything. But this Kasplat is also very appealing. You might also get... Did he hit the warp? Oh, you better hit that warp.
I heard it.
Okay, good. This Kasplat is one of the reasons to climb. Let's see what he's got. A metal...
we know there's something on Cranky, so it's not total loss.
It's not terrible. It's not inspiring, but it's not terrible.
Medals are pretty inspiring. Have you seen the Olympics?
True. I'd say we should make the Donk Olympics, but the IOC would definitely track us down.
And probably Nintendo on top of it.
Right, I guess Pyroki just hates lanky bananas for some reason. He is not having any of them.
Nope.
But Spike opts to not to climb, and he's going to run in the Altria.
I think the only barren location hinted was Lowlands.
Indeed.
Unless I missed something.
It is just the Lowlands that are foolish. Which is notable, as Japes is level 3. So for the Altria area, we got some Diddy Nans, as well as... You can maybe look at the boss here, maybe. And this crate for nothing.
Pyroki says no to the boss. They're out.
Spike managed to route in Diddy's medal. Pretty nice. Pyroki's gonna have to do a little bit of finagling to get it to work. He's gonna have to run back to the mill area and get some extras. Oh, now he likes lanky bananas. Okay, I see. Maybe he was fishing for the boss? What do you make of a boss here? I'm not so sure.
I mean, the thing about checking early boss is that they're effectively Sphere Zero checks. But, like, in this seed, you have a lot you can be doing. So I'm not 100% sure that want that to be their focus at this time. That's the feeling I'm getting anyway.
Yeah, I get the feeling like I would want to go check the Dark Rafters or go back for Aztec Lanky Metal right now. That is available. And shoot, the 5-door temple could turn up something. 5-door temple could turn up like barrels or trombone. Trombone would get you more checks, I think, somewhere that I can't think of, but...
Well, as we have predicted, both players are going straight toward those Dark Rafters.
This fairy isn't guaranteed, but is very likely to have Tiny, so... We need to know. We need to know. Speaking of we need to know, Pyroki got his 13-pack of hints and isn't looking at it, and Spike also has his 13-pack of hints and isn't looking at it, so here we are. Alright, so what's their Dark Rafters tech? So Pyroki likes to jump. They both like to, like, jump immediately. Shockwave for a little bit of light.
Ooh.
Alright, unfortunately, we're going to have the worst stream... We're going to have the worst stream representation of this of all time as they blindly stumble around Dark Rafters at the same time. You've only got sounds and shockwaves to work off of. Spike seems to have... They're both in about the same spot, about halfway through the Dark Rafters. They're lining up the camera now, I think. Get another shockwave. Spike doesn't really get a look at what this reward is, and down he goes.
It's a potion! Barrel throw!
Whoa! What a pull for Pyroki. Oh my goodness. And
it's Tiny!
There's Tiny. Holy smokes. That's amazing. So maybe the 5-door temple has your guitar. So you could run back with Grape Shooter, go to Lanky's 5-door temple and pick up guitar. That seems pretty likely to me, and that's kind of tempting, but if that is guitar, then we know we don't need... Well, I guess we knew we don't need guitar for Helm, so we don't even have to worry about it. Maybe we don't need guitar at all.
This is not an easy trick. As you can see, Spike died several times already. This game isn't like an Ocarina of Time where you can, like, you know, kind of have like a strict setup because like you can like move at perfect angles, you can move exactly pixel perfect. This game is tough. It kind of just does what it wants when it comes to moving like this, and you kind of have to like try your best and get like a feel for the tricks in order to do some of the movement tech in this game.
See, I've felt the same way, but you've like actually like scienced this game out in a speedrun, so like you actually have the authority to say that. I'm just like making that up if I say that, but I totally agree.
It really, I feel like every single setup in this game is all feel.
The only
Rank
consistency.
Sprint.
The only consistency is the inconsistency. Oh, and Spike bails. He's like, I'm not having it.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's gonna hurt.
I feel
again,
like
you have like
guitar's
no
going
tools.
to be.
You have like no tools for Dark Rafters here. If you had like Peanuts, it would help immensely. If you had Tiny and Toro, it would help a lot. Of course, Tiny is locked by Dark
Wait,
Rafters
what was
here,
that?
of course.
What was that in there?
That was like
Did you see
junk.
that? Oh, okay.
I think it was junk.
Thought it was a green potion.
I'm getting an instant replay on that one. See, because yeah, I don't have the feeds in front of me. I can go get instant replays all I like. Let's see. It looked like junk to me. That's definitely junk. All right, forget about it. And there's your diving on the hinted.
That is not junk.
the hinted sax pad turns up diving. That's why Tiny is so important. It's gonna snowball for Pyroki here. He's got diving, he's got vines, he's got barrels. He's gonna be feeling real good about his training moves. You can just kind of progress your seed at your leisure now.
Grape was on the inside mushroom, right?
Have we seen the yes, it was. Have we seen the 13 pack of hints? I beg you. Has anyone looked at it? These guys are killing me.
These players are too good for the 13 pack. Let me tell you right now.
We did see it? Am I blind? Oh no, Sarah's saying yes to Grape on the inside.
Oh, she's responding to me.
Yeah, ever our eyes in the sky, thank you. But hints. My kingdom for a hint. Spike is not going to be happy with that sprint. Like that, because now the path to guitar starts branching. It's like, okay, well, maybe you find trombone and then you have to go use your trombone to get guitar on this beetle race of all things. It's going to be horrible. Pyroki opting to run back to the 5-door temple to try and pick up whatever's in Lanky's, which seems pretty likely to have something. If not here, then you might get Lanky's medal anyway. Well, you should get Lanky's medal. It's hinted, but...
One of the rudest balloons in the game is in the 5-door temple for Lanky. This one right here.
Isn't that bad? I feel like taking this shot, like, Pyroki's got a pretty good
it's
angle on
not that bad. It's just, like, it's a fast-moving balloon in level 2 is rude, is what I'm trying to say.
It really is. It really is, man. That said, Pyroki hasn't made any, like, outstanding leaps in logic right now, so if Spike does find his guitar, he'll be right back to... He'll be run right back to the Dark Rafters, pick up his 2 moves, and then go get his dive, and you'll be right as rain. So it's an advantage for now, but... Oh, wow, it's not here.
Spike is not going to be happy when he finds out that Tiny and Barrel Thrower in that Rafters.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I blame anyone for leaving that. That's pretty miserable.
I've definitely abandoned that check during races.
I don't even know if I would have attempted it. No, I would have like just gone on like vibes for like 2 tries and then realized that I'm not built different and would have bailed. Pyroki though, built different, is trucking ahead with his advantage. We see some vulture action. Here we go. But Spike's gonna get Lanky's medal here. He's gonna be all set. Climb some trees in the oasis. Oh, interesting. Shooting the switch open from the bottom. I don't think I'd ever consider that.
Listen, Jacob. We did put both members of the No Reading Hints Club on the restream. These are top tier players, the best DK Rando players in the world right now. They know what they're doing. We don't.
That said, it's entirely my own fault, so it's all fair.
Ooh,
all right, feather on that medal.
Feather bowl. It's not going to be very helpful for Spike, though.
Ooh, that is true. That is very unfortunate. Oh no, what is this nonsense? Another blue vial down here.
Oh, that is nonsense.
I mean, what do you make of that? That's wild. I mean...
I think Spike goes to Japes now? Yeah, he's going to Japes.
He's got to try and pull guitar out of Japes then. I mean, it's got to be around here somewhere. I'm pretty... Tiny is our 3rd Kong. We don't know where Chunky is, though. If they read their hints, we might know, but... All right, these two are going to start the... They're going to be the co-presidents of the not reading hint clubs.
Yeah, make sure if you race mod one of these guys in the tournament, Elrock, give them a good old minus 10%, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Then they'll have to read their hints. Their seed will be so bad they're like forced to read their hints because they can't figure anything out.
Can't wait for next season where we force CLO on, so that they're forced to read hints because they don't have any solid paths to go on. Minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10.
Yes, yes.
That was a rainbow coin on the bonus barrel that was beeped. You get to barely see just a tiny sliver.
Ooh. On which bonus barrel? I blinked.
The tiny lowlands barrel.
Well, the lowlands are foolish, so forget about it. I'm not even peeking that. I don't care. The lowlands are the one foolish hint we have, so I ain't looking at that ever. Oh, bean sighting.
Oh, it's the bean.
You love to see it.
Oh,
and there's guitar.
So. Okay, well, easy spot.
Life is good. Woohoo.
Spike is going to come back here just to buy the bean. There's trombone.
Oh, jeez. I mean, my goodness.
So, Aztec 5-door temple, Pat the only lanky, that's not going to get you... That is a basically dead hint.
That's trombone, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, it has to be.
Perfect. So trombone is pretty much dead then.
Yep.
By and large. So then what's our path to Tiny K roll in the 5-door temple? We need to find a different gun, so maybe we need to find Peanut. And then inside Diddy's 5-door temple is going to be our mini monkey. I mean, that's like really straightforward, right? Like, is anyone else suspicious? I'm suspicious.
What kind of terrible seed did Sarah make for us? Like, there has to be a catch, right?
Oh, hang on. I'm a little sus. This is a little easy. A jet? A pineapple?
There's another thing. There's pineapple. We don't have Chunky, but there he is.
Well, we have Jade's Force Lobbies hinted a Tiny K roll, so maybe it's in Chunky's 5-door temple for Mini Monkey instead. I mean, that's just even better.
Makes sense. Jade's Force Lobby is also Pat the Diddy K rule, too.
So maybe our pineapple gets us Peanut? We'll have to see where more Diddy K roll hints turn up. That's right, I said it. I said the J word. Bring it on. You can't phase me. We're gonna keep finding good things. Alright, Spike is not keeping track of his medals. I think he just doesn't believe in Jetpack. Which, I don't really blame him. Nothing looks like Jetpack is essential at the moment.
Fortunately, it is Lowlands dead hint, so like there wasn't going to be anything in there anyway.
Cranky got something for us? Anything?
No.
You know, that's okay. Understandable. Have a nice day. I would love it if they read their hints and we could figure out where Chunky is. Chunky locks Donkey and Aztec, but we don't know where Chunky is, so like, it's not useful. Is Spike holding out for 20? Does he just like not realize he just like skipped the 13 hints? I think that's what happened actually. Because I feel like he would have used the direction by now to assist him, but he might have just not realized it.
You know, I thought people were joking when they said no hints club, but I think they're actually serious.
I think I don't think they're that... I don't think they're that deep in it. I think they might have just actually forgotten the 13 pack. Because, yeah, okay. No, Spike just...
No, Spike, you didn't read the hint again!
Brother. I mean, he's got stuff to do. He's got to go back to the forest and go pick up Tiny, but, like, I'm dying here, man. I'm dying here. And you know that these guys, they won't read their hints and they'll still beat you by, like, 15 minutes, and you'll be like, how did this happen? It happens every time. It's unbelievable. They're just fast. Maybe reading hints is slow. Who cares? It's linear anyway, so why bother reading? Except it's really not linear right now. Anything could be in level 4, level 3, anywhere in Japes, anywhere level 4. We need to find key 4 on the hillside, so let's go check out Japes.
Reading or not, Spike is not going to be happy when he sees what is in rafters here.
That is definitely a 1-2 punch that is really unfortunate. That said, get your goods and get out. Tiny and barrel throwing on the same screen. Love to see that.
Alright, Spike is just immediately going to go run toward diving.
I mean, you run towards your way of the hordes. Amen. Say no more, I'm on the way. And Pyroki's got to clear out Japes, so Spike has already done this, so... Just like that, it kind of evens out pretty well. Although Spike does have to go back to Aztec and scoop up action out of the 5-door temple. Get your trombone. But he might also just press his luck and keep going. That trombone isn't really going to be essential for any part of the end game, so you could actually just like skip it and get your trombone hit.
That's exactly. Oh, we're getting hits!
Finally! Tiny and Forest for Chunky. That's like kind of big. There's a lot of stuff to do there. Tiny's metal, Force Tiny metal's available. The anthill is not yet.
Testing's Foolish, Lighthouse 6-8. Isle Shops is 8 Tiny.
Okay, so that's Monkey Port. Oh, 8 Tiny. Oh wow, what does Monkey Port have to do with this?
That's weird.
Wait, Painting Hill
or Factory Shops key.
Wait, Pyroki just did that. What was that item? Am I stupid? He like just did it. What was that?
Did what?
The Painting Hill dirt. What was that item?
That was key 4.
Oh, that's key 4. Okay, silly me. I didn't even notice that Spike picked that up. All right, got me. Galleon Shops for key 5, so that's probably Cranky Diddy, so no need to worry about that. We now know where key 5 is. Probably. And then the 5-door ship is Foolish. For all the action in the 5-door temple, 5-door ship ain't got nothing for us today.
Level 5.
He's level 5, and that means a Galleon level 4. So
there's a clear vial in the lava area here. I don't think Spike cares about it, though. 22 to get into level 5.
That's not bad, but why would you go into caves right now? I don't see a particular reason to do that.
We don't got any hints, do we?
Nothing direct, and I think there's better things to do at the moment. Like, I think Galleon's pretty appealing. The lighthouse is looking pretty nice. And then we need to find...
Look at that beautiful kick slide up the DK Island right there.
Also tempting is... Wow, Spike with an incredible kick slide chain up and around to get onto roof dirt for a GB. Wowee, that's wild.
Is going to opt to go back into forest. He probably wants that tiny check. I wonder if do we have enough to get the metal here?
Notorious forest tiny metal. Absolutely. We have diving and feather, and that's enough. Diving and feather is enough, but this bonus barrel inside the mushroom could also just be chunky. Here we go. Nope. Not this one, but Tiny's metal's available. The anthill is a possibility. It's not the spider boss because the spider boss is locked by Chunky. It could be the boss itself. No, it can't because Guitar was in level 3, so it's not the boss.
I think we gotta go for the metal here.
It can't be the beanstalk because that requires Chunky. Unfortunate, truly tragic, I know. The metal, it's either the metal or the anthill, and the anthill would need Mini Monkey, which means you would want... But we think Mini Monkey might be pineapple locked, so I think it's just the metal. I would be a little bit surprised if it's not the metal. There's only 2 options, and the metal is like the best looking one by a lot right now. Man, these jumps are just not going Spike's way right now. That jump is easy. The mushroom bounce is a lot easier with Chunky, but it is just not giving it to him.
Oh.
It is not happening. And he hasn't climbed the mushroom, so he doesn't have warp 5, so he can't just like warp up there. What is he cooking?
Wait, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Hang on, you can't ever doubt this man. He is a mad scientist. He has found some truly unhinged things in this game. This absolutely must be brand new tech.
I don't know what that could. I legit don't know what that could possibly be. I'm
know
a
what?
little sad he didn't get on there.
He's saving the tech for bracket. He'll leave us to speculate. You know, really nice jump there. Pyroki's having no problems though.
There we go.
There we go. And but Pyroki is also locked in on Force Tiny Metal, so let's see what we got. I don't think he's close. Yeah, no, we need a lot more. 17 in the moat combined with some around
the stump, and then
the anthill.
Yeah,
the anthill and the moat.
The stump.
That should be enough. There's 8 here, I think. So you're good to go. Yeah, there's 8 around the anthill combined with the 17 in the river makes 25. Combined with the 2 balloons, you're good to go. I guess not the 2 balloons. 5 on the 3 warp, and then 5 on the mushroom switch.
Well, Chunky isn't on the bean, but he is going to be on the Forest Tiny Metal, which is a pretty decent consolation prize considering this is notorious for being the worst metal in the game.
It's a really weird one.
I'm trying to think of any other metals in argument. Maybe Tiny Caves metal.
Caves Diddy metal is also a stinker. Castle Chunky metal has a number of setups that are horrible, but there's only so many of them, so they're not too bad. Caves Chunky's kind of bad. There's Chunky. Forest Tiny Metal. Oh my god. And I mean, you'd never think to do that unless you read your hints. So there you go. There you go, people. Read your hints. Read your hints. Amen. That's all I gotta say.
So Spike being down Pineapple may end up like causing him to start lagging behind here. He is gonna go into Galleon though.
Yeah, where is Pineapple? Pineapple being in... Oh, it's in Forest Lobby. And he didn't do that? Oh, no. Surely he did that.
I wonder... No, that's what he's doing right now. That is what he's doing right now.
He sees Dave's Forest Lobby's hinted. Wait a minute, hang on. There's something here.
Yeah.
There you go. He's locked in. He's locked in. He could have had this on his way into Forest here, which would have been good info, but... Hey, you know what? The best time to remember something is seconds after you realize you forgot it.
Ooh,
so
that was... He got so lucky with that fairy not leaving that little, the room there.
It is truly blessed. Alright, so now with Pineapple, they're both going back to Aztec with Chunky and Pineapple. Spike might get his trombone here, too, if he also checks, Tiny's 5-door temple. I believe he's already seen Lanky's and knows that it's nothing. So I want to see Chunky's 5-door temple here to try and get Mini Monkey, and then... Well... Does that fit? It has to be a... Wait. Hang on. We need to do some math here. Monkey Port got us diving, right? So Monkey Port got us diving. Diving has to lead us to Mini Monkey somehow. Because that's the only way for Monkey Port to get us to Tiny K. Rool. So I think the only way for Mini Monkey to be in Chunky's 5-door temple is if it is on the bonus barrel in Chunky's 5-door temple. I think what is actually now more likely is that it's Peanut in Chunky's 5-door temple, and then you take Peanut to Galleon, and Mini Monkey's in the shipyard somewhere.
This is such a weird place to high-five in. Like, what are the chances 2 people do this game at the same time 30 minutes into a seat?
I mean, Pyroki gave us a huge yeet for the people. Love to see it.
It's the donk! We're Vin Diesel, sub 45. Let's go.
Unbelievable. The believers are up tremendous.
It's like, there was a huge streak where we've been getting over 45-minute Vin Diesels. Now I feel like it's swung the opposite way lately.
I was too busy tunneled on the 5-door temple and completely forgot that Donkeys found by Chunky and Aztec is just simple as. There you go. That was a much earlier hint. Shoutouts to reading hints. Alright, Chunky 5-door temple. What do we got here? Show me the money. Ooh, I like how Spike is taking his time here, going back to the shops, cleaning out the shops, fast GBs. Things are accelerating nicely here. How much more stuff do we need? We need Triangle. We need
Triangle, Mini Monkey, Peanut, Rocket Barrel. That's it.
4 moves and 3 keys, but we have a good lead on 2 of them. Well,
We haven't seen a single key 5 hint yet.
Well, we got a key 5 in. Key 5 is Galleon Shops. We don't have a key 7.
Right, we did. No, key 6 was the one. No, key 6 was Galleon Lighthouse.
Key 6 is a lighthouse.
Key 7 was Factory Shops. That's what it was.
Lighthouse is key 6 and key 8, so that's not the key itself. So we have an indirect hint for key 6, which is helpful, but not going to solve anything. We have nothing for key 7, so we'll just have to keep reading our hints. And key 5 is probably in the hinted Galleon Shop, probably Cranky Diddy, if I were to guess. Alright, so where's Peanut? Right there? That's not Peanut, that's Balloon. What are you doing here, bud?
Balloon? Huh?
Okay. Balloon on the path to Diddy Carroll, Tiny Carroll? Hold on. Here's the potion. Hang on. Alright, here we go. Show me a diving minigame? This is Mini Monkey. Alright, perfect. And now that leaves us to Pineapple to Peanut somehow. Peanut or Rocket Barrel, actually. Could be either.
I kind of don't like what's happening with Spike here, because now he might see a Baboon Balloon and think that's what the path is. I think Spike's pretty good at clearing areas, so maybe that's not going to happen and he'll leave, but...
There is a 0% chance you leave when you're like 20 feet from looking at a bonus barrel. Knowledge is power. It's so useful to just be able to see a check. Even if you see a check and it's useless, it's just so useful, because if you see a potion, that's a ton of power. Boom, Mini Monkey. So that's our 5-door temple hint, and just like that, Tiny K-Roll is solved, Lanky K-Roll is solved. We are on a hunt for Diddy K-Roll moves and keys.
Alright, Spike gets Baboon Balloon.
He's not leaving. There's no way. He smelled some danger here. But he wants that coin really badly, which I understand when you're kind of broke. We know our Galleon is accessible because level 5 was more expensive. So here we go. Galleon for Pyroki. What are we looking at here? We're looking at Lighthouse for key 6 and key 8, and Galleon Shops for key 5. You're definitely not leaving here without that Galleon Shop, and you're definitely not leaving here without checking this Pineapple right here.
Well, I mean, unless you don't find Peanut, then you're leaving potentially without Galleon Shop. But that would be hard to do because it's key 5, so...
It's gotta be Cranky. There is a Cranky Shop hinted, so it's like definitely something there. But like... another medal. Man, that's only medal number 3 for Pyroki. The medals have not been plentiful in this seed, which does not really bode well. Jetpack is something you may need for your quest, but something you also may not need for your quest. Woo! We'll see who decides to bite on Jetpack a little bit harder.
Spike did leave without Trombone, so now I'm a little bit worried for him.
That's super unimportant. We already know that Trombone isn't, like, really likely to be on the path to anything. So, it might slow down, like, clearing things, but there's not a lot of, like, really fast Trombone checks besides, like, maybe, like, Jape's Lobby. And the 5-door temple's foolish, so you know you're not missing anything there. I guess the 5-door temple one is pretty good, or the 5-door ship, rather. I think the 5-door ship one that's not a bad check. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Good info, not a bonus barrel. I don't know. I think leaving Trombone behind is pretty marginal. If you end up getting the helm hint for Trombone, you'll be like, oh, of course it's back there, and you run straight to it. It's not really a big deal. Maybe it's inefficient to leave it behind in the sense that you have to run back there again, but...
Yeah, but at the same time, Spike knows he's, like, behind, so that might be, like, definitely a bit of a stress. Part of, like, knowing that, like, he'll see the Trombone and be like, okay, I'm betting people got this a while ago based on the route they would have done.
Yeah. Can't be too happy with can't be too happy with Dark Rafters or whatever happened to the mushroom. But what can you do? All you can do is forge on. Carry forth with you the lessons. We are going
to the first shop here. You got peanuts.
Here we go.
Key 5.
Diddy has something. Diddy's got something here. So what do you got? This is key 5.
This is key 5. Cool.
All right, nice and simple. There's two more fairies there if you want to buy up to 4 and check BFI, but I don't think BFI has anything. Well, actually, I guess BFI in theory could have Peanut or Rocket Barrel. That would be hilarious.
We go again. Spike got hints, not reading it. Oh no.
Here we go.
I jinxed him into saying it.
He's better. Jape Shops, Lanky K-Roll, Diddy K-Roll. That was Guitar. Fairy Fungi Lobby is Pineapple. Isles Ferry Factory Lobby. Ooh. We have not seen that. We haven't seen Punch either, so now we know we need Punch.
Cave's Helm also has 2 potions. We saw one's a clear vial, so that's probably not going to be anything significant, unless they need, like, Slam or something in the future.
Remains to be seen. Tough to say right now. We don't really have great tools to get it out of Logic either. No oranges, no twirl. Just a dream. Alright, Lighthouse action for Key 6 and Key 8. What can we pull here? Yeah, Spike now discovering he still does not have Punch. Unfortunate. Pyroki going out of his way for Lanky Metal. These chests in the Lighthouse are like some of the best Lanky Banana sources, but they're also like kind of slow, so I kind of hate doing it. Oh, brother, no pearls, so we can't check the mermaid, but... Oh, man. Do you go into the mermaid anyway and see what she says? She'll preview her reward, but...
It doesn't look like Pyroki's doing it.
I think you check everything else in the Lighthouse before you check the mermaid, and at that point you know it's the mermaid.
There we go.
Alright, that's a little more conclusive. Punch in the Lighthouse, that makes a lot of sense. Perhaps our Factory Lobby Ferry is just Key 6.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Make a lot of sense, but it could also be Triangle, our last Key 8 item. Shoutouts to Key 8. We have 2 Path to Key 8 hints. 2. We have, like, nothing. It's not clear if we have a... Like, Punch is our best lead for both Triangle and Key 6. Or, yeah. Which is ridiculous. Like, that's nothing.
Triangle's the last thing you need for Helm, so, like, that has... Or, sorry, Triangle's the last thing you need for Helm, so it has to be something for, like, Punch locked.
Yeah, it has to be something for Punch, you're right. So, hey, look at the sickbay. What do we got here? We gotta punch some chests before you can see. I mean, this seed is gonna rocket to its conclusion, I think. Pardon the puns there. Because there's just so little left. And we have so much info. Now we know Guitar leads us to DDK roll somehow. We know Pineapple leads us to DDK roll somehow. What might that be? What could be Guitar? Could be Cave's Lobby for Peanut. We need Rocket Barrel, though. We only put Rocket Barrel behind, I don't know, any Pineapple check. More hints? No, these are the same hints. We have already seen these.
Guess what? I'm not seeing the hint screen for another 20 minutes.
I can't get enough hints, man. I can't get enough. I can't get enough. We get to 36 for our next pack. Oh boy, oh boy. Nothing else exciting in the Lighthouse. I don't think Pyroki went into Donkey Lighthouse.
No, I think he probably figured that doesn't need to.
Sickbay is better for sure, but I don't know. I like the density in there. That's not bad. And if you're looking for, well, you could find like Peanut or Rocket Barrel in there, right? One of them could be unhit. Well, no, because I feel like you have a pretty good lead. Is there anything that's both Pineapple and Guitar? Pineapple got you Mini. Is there a Guitar plus Mini?
Apple and Guitar plus Mini. Don't think so.
They don't really feel like they line up. I can't think of anything. Nope, not even like Beetle Race, which is kind of wonky. Your Pyroki checking this out is like, hang on, there's a potion there. Maybe I need that. Not that you can get it, I don't think. There's no easy way to get it. And Spike running back to Japes. What is he thinking? I'm
gonna get our first look at Caves at least.
I kind of like Caves. There's a bunch of Guitar stuff here. That seems pretty good. Diddy Igloo is a possibility.
Spike probably is doing this because of the Pineapple path to Diddy. That's my guess.
Oh, it could be Trombone, too, because Guitar got you Trombone.
Right.
Chunky Underground is also a great pull. This is a bunch of pineapple checks. And Vines is not... Vines is only way the Horde hinted. And Barrels is, I think, not hinted at all. Oh no, Guitar got his Barrels, so it actually could be here. This could very easily be something. This actually fits really well. Good read, but no dice.
Oh, he'll get some quick golden bananas at least.
Is that a potion on Caves Funky? No, it's a GB. Unlucky. Yeah, nice density here though, so nothing wrong with this check though. They're both at 32, but I think Spike has 2 blueprints versus Pyroki's 4. And the trombone difference. It could be that trombone comes down to it, because trombone being... What is it? Trombone is... Wait, no. Trombone is feather locked. And feather is grape locked. And grape is not guitar locked. So no. Trombone won't matter here. Feather action here? I don't think feather's our answer. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't think so. Well, feather isn't path hinted, so we don't actually know. Mini check for...
Yeah, I was gonna say, this Spike check, like, he was gonna go in there, but, like, I just didn't feel very good. Like, I don't know if there's any path.
I think it's not bad. I think there's a way, because Pineapple gets you mini, and...
I don't know.
Pineapple gets you mini. I think it could be there. I mean, it's no more likely than any other pineapple check. Things are getting a little branchy. I'm not thrilled with this. I don't hate the idea of just running around and get shots.
This is why Spike came back.
Oh, the bean in the Jade shop.
Thank you,
Spike. A man of the people. What a legend. Is there a world where it's the bean? I don't think so, but... No, it can't be. It has to be guitar. Yeah, the Jape's shop hint has to point to guitar because guitar got us trombone. And with trombone, we solve Lanky K rule, so... Or no, it got us barrels, rather, sorry. So it kind of has to be guitar there. Pyroki plugging away on GBs, though. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm curious to ask Spike what, like, his reasoning for coming back in here was, because, like... It just, obviously for us, this just feels bad, right? He hasn't really gotten anything out of so far except a couple GBs, which is fine, but like, when if you've been in that position where like whenever you're like looking for moves or whatever, and you just kind of constantly start coming up empty, it just starts feeling worse and worse.
It really does. There's a sinking feeling, and then your only lifeline, it's the hints. The hints. The hints are your salvation. Give me the greatest pack of 4 hints of all time at 36 GBs, please, I beg you! I mean, with key 5, you could also go check out whatever's in Factory Lobby. I mean, Pyroki could have done that. Spike does not have key 5, or he doesn't have it marked. He might have it. Surely he has it, right?
I get the feeling Pyroki is just doing the quick checks. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's just doing the quick checks in here and piecing out.
I don't hate Diddy Igloo there, because guitar is hinted, but that's all I got. That's all. That's all I got. Maybe the hints will bail you out later. Oh, is Spike too poor to buy key 5? That is tragic.
That's,
I mean,
very unfortunate.
It's pretty likely it's just key 6 in Factory Lobby. The odds are decent. But we'll see.
Here we go.
Okay, Owl Race.
Owl Race, Way of the Horde, what?
See, it's stuff like that that's just like a thing of beauty. So Creme Isle on the Path of Tiny Key roll, that has to be diving, so that kills a lot of checks. Storage key 8? So that's just, this is some punch check that gets you triangle. There's key 6. I mean, it just works. Yeah, you don't have
Factory storage area key 8. I'm almost guessing triangle is going to be the punch locked area in there.
It's gotta be. Given that punch is hinted to key 8, and we don't have a solution for it otherwise, that's just gotta be triangle punch locked. Life is good. Cave shops are foolish. I mean, that's just like one reason to not go into caves, even though Spike is currently running into caves right now. And wow, you can get into this factory. Is this factory level 5 or 6? Or 6 or 7? I did not pay attention.
I believe this is 6.
6. And Pyroki, with perfect timing, gets his storage hint. This is my way to go. Alright, is Pyroki one of those newfangled testing first people? I'm stuck in my ways, man. I always go production first, and I think it's just better. And I'm so stuck in my ways, I had to say that out loud, so that's how you know I'm, like, really feeling that one. He's going testing first. Oh, my God.
Alright, well...
Now we got a reason for guitar, too, actually. That's a great point. That Peanut could just be on the owl race. That fits pretty well.
Yeah.
Testing first is usually better. Whatever, Mr. 4 seed, whatever you are. Get out of here, Cam. I don't believe your lies. I'm not having it. I like production first because you get good peaks at upper production. But testing does get you to density a little bit quicker, and it wraps down to storage really nicely.
There's a clear vial in there.
Oh, he's too humble. He's talked himself back into the 8 seed. You could have just said 4 and just taken it, but he's too humble.
Do the seeds matter? Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. Is this key 7? This has to be key 7.
Yeah, key 7, easy, GG.
Perfect. I mean, love that. Factory shops, key 7. We haven't had a hinted yet, so you'll love to see that randomly turn up. Oh, and now Sarah's jazzed him up to the 8 seed. He was so humble, he tried to talk himself down, which, alright, Cam, I'm on your games.
This is what happened when we make a top-seeded player take hint notes when the 2 players we have on Restream don't read their freaking hints.
He's got his ideas of what to do with the hints, and, you know, the runners have their own, and that's the beauty of DK64 Randomizer.com, because here comes Spike checking lower cabin, which is
This is quite the cook.
No oranges, so you're kind of out of luck here. You can't be done. Oh my God, he's here for the Diddy coins. That oh boy,
is so that's such a bad feel.
He is down tremendous. I mean, I can't say I've ever gone into Diddy lower cabin for 4 red coins. That is just brutal. If he goes back to Galleon, then now we know what he's thinking. He's going to get key 5. Here we go. Holy smokes. Look at all these beautiful Diddy coins in Factory that you could have had instead. Wait, you're telling me you didn't have enough Diddy coins? And there's 5 Diddy coins around Cranky. How expensive is this key? Did I just, like, not pay attention to the most expensive key of all time?
Was it a 9?
Was it a 9er? Oh, no. Alright, well, this one isn't on him, then. If this coin's like... There's 5 Diddy coins around Galleon Cranky. 5 Diddy coins here. Like, if you can't buy the item here, it's not your fault. Like, there's no way you could have seen it coming that it would be that expensive.
Alright, we got an interesting cook here by Pyroki.
Wow. Charge. I mean... I like Diddy Igloo more than this, but... I don't hate this. It's just another guitar check. I think we have a good answer for... I think we have a good answer for guitar on the owl race, having Peanut. But we don't have a good answer for pineapple, so I'm much more interested in pineapple or mini checks right now. Speaking of mini checks, there's a pearl. Oh, brother.
Why is Spike checking this?
What is he looking for?
Well, checking the level 4 boss, this feels kind of interesting. I'm really curious to see what Spike has been thinking for this seed.
Specifically, it's the Galleon boss, which is diving or vines lock, but neither one locked the other, so it's not really that interesting to me.
Probably gonna be seeing what's in storage room in a second here.
Oh boy, it could be slam. It could be slam locked. Hang on, we might have a red alert. I forgot about that.
That mini monkey, we know where clear vial is, so that could just be slammed too there.
But if it's not here,
how did Spike not get caught? What the heck?
Oh, brother, it better be the arcade barrel. If it's not the arcade barrel for our triangle, then we need a slam. And then we're in trouble. Wow, 2 pearls in Factory, good one game. Oh, jeez. Oh, this is going to be disastrous. There's too many fairies for BFI to not be Woth. There are 20 fairies in the game, right? There's a lot of them. Finding 4 of them, you know, you've only found a fifth of the fairies in the game.
There's another fairy.
My brother and Donk, I need to see the punch lock chest in the arcade. I need to see the punch lock check in the arcade. That could be our triangle. That could be our everything. All right, I gotta trust the process. I gotta lay off our runners. They're doing their thing, and they'll. I gotta believe in them. They'll figure it out.
Oh no!
Pyroki buying medals. Ooh, he's afraid of jetpack for some reason. I don't know why, but.
I don't know, Elrock. Philly fans believed in Joel B, and they still don't have a championship, so.
Process is. All right. Well, all right, Tudos. You don't trust the process, so that's all right.
But and again, these players are higher seed than us, so like again, they're just feeling things out.
That's what I just trust, right? Just trust. Let them live their life, and if I happen to be right, then I'll take my win in bracket. But if I happen to be wrong, then the game was rigged from the start. How about that?
The Sixers can win the Beta Championship.
Oh my god. You don't have to do them like that. Holy smokes. Is Spike also going testing first? No, Spike's going production first.
Absolutely cooked.
My G.
Dude, Spike, I don't even know what Spike wants to do. Or Spike doesn't even know what to do.
My guy. He went testing first. Unbelievable. He heard me and turned around just to spit in my face.
Yep.
You know what? That takes some stones. I respect it. All right, 45 GBs. We got another 2 hints. 2 of our last
those
3
hints are going to be
Pyroki.
really important here.
One of them is going to be key 7, which is not important at all. The others might be.
Pyroki is probably going to hit that clear vial. Maybe that's just going to be slam, and then they can just check the other slam lock checks.
This is like super critical. If this is not a vial on this potion, then we need a slam.
Oh, there's a vial.
All right, crisis averted. This is very likely triangle. We have dodged the disaster of needing a slam. Oh, got away with one there.
Well, what if this is slam?
Well, I mean that's not good. That's what that would be. Because then any slam check in the game could have triangle, and then it's like, ooh boy. There's a number in factory. There's not many in caves, so you're kind of bailed out there, but there's a lot of slam stuff in factory. But, I mean, we're speculating. Whatever this item is will get us to triangle. 100%.
Cam says it used to be prod first, but testing first has really been better.
Whatever. You're probably right, but, like, whatever.
Yep, there's triangle.
Perfect.
I don't know, maybe that's excuse for us to close that upper factory door next season.
Yeah, I'm nerfing testing. I'm bringing it down. That'll teach you people.
All right, so triangle was gone here. We're still missing Rocket Barrel and Peanut.
And if we get Rocket Barrel, we can do the owl race.
Which is
pretty good odds. Pretty good odds that's Peanuts then, right? That fits really well, because Guitar is on the path to DK rule. So it just kind of fits really well. So if Guitar is answered, wow, homing ammo in the arcade, very nice. Mills to Lanky, that's barrels, no surprises there. And then Galleon CBs are foolish, not really inspiring. Spike already knew the boss is dead, so. Amazing how they got the hint at the same time. Unbelievable. Very late barrels hit, though. Jeez. For having 3 key 8 hints, key 8 is solved. Isn't that incredible?
Started with a lot of key 8 items. We had what? Gorilla Gone, Monkey Port, and then Vines within like 3 minutes.
Just immediately. Hang on, was that a vial on the twirl barrel? There's no way you do that, but... Interesting.
The problem is here, we have paths to follow for Diddy Phase, right? We know Pineapple's hinted at the Diddy Phase. We know whatever got in Jape Shops, but I think was Guitar, was hinted for Diddy Phase.
And pineapple got us mini. So, in my mind, you just run around and do every pineapple mini check in the game. No, wait. No, you don't do mini because mini was hinted to only pat the tiny K roll. So you just run around and do every pineapple check in the game. Find your rocket barrel. Go get your peanuts in the owl tree.
Makes sense that
head on down to the Winchester, grab a pint, and wait for this all to blow over.
Makes sense that Spike did the Japes pineapple lock checks when he went back there too.
Yep. I mean, I really liked Diddy Underground. I thought Chunky Underground was an excellent play, but it just didn't pan out, which is unfortunate. That fits really well. Restream
chat is still wanting and hoping that Jetpack has something, but I don't think that's the case.
It's possible. I mean, there's ways it can happen, but we need to tie pineapple in somehow. So it'd have to be like a pineapple locked bonus barrel that's a hunky chunky minigame, which would be one of the most savage things of all time. And actually, no, it's not possible because Punch got hinted, so never mind. Can't be that. It can't even be a crazy hunky chunky minigame. It's just... Kudos. Is this a donkeyless seed?
I think so. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be.
Depending on where Peanut or where Rocket Rail turns up, I think it's just donkeyless, which is weird, but...
I mean, Donkey was on a long check. You could have just skipped him.
I mean, he's a long check, but having Donkey for, you know, what is it, like 30 minutes so far? Yeah, that's got to be worth the time taking to do barrels. Or to do vases. Surely. Clearing production for density. You'll love to see that. Or you hate to do it. Bit of both. You know, Pyroki's at 5 fairies now. Never mind, Minnie's dead. It just has to be pineapple. So what are our pineapple checks that are remaining? We've got a face shooting. Face shooting's a good contender.
That would suck for Spike. He'd never climb the mushroom. He's probably going to be checking that one last. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Pyroki might be thinking Japes Underground, which is also very reasonable. And there's pineapple checks in the crypt, but that's punch lock, so it's not that. Could be... It's not Forest Cranky because Feather is not... Well, actually, Feather isn't hinted. It could be Forest Cranky. Or Forest Funky, rather. Could be Forest Funky. I'm not thinking Japes, or I'm not thinking Castle. Oh, Castle Chunky Metal always requires pineapple. It could be Castle Chunky Metal. It's a bit of a reach, but... Yeah, that's actually a mega reach, but... It is a possibility. It's terrifying, but it's a possibility. Spike's got to think. This is winning time. If you find Rocket Barrel, you win the seed. Very likely. Whoever finds Rocket Barrel first is in the commanding position. Regardless of Spike not having Trombone, that's a solvable problem. You can get that Trombone hit in Helm, you'll be off to the races. If he runs straight at Rocket Barrel right now, he is definitively in the lead. So, it's winning time. Clutch up. Where you got? Where you got Rocket Barrel?
We got Bean Dirt potentially. Maybe just fits. A shop.
Forest Funky fits. Just anything pineapple. He might go to face shooting after this. Not the Spider Boss doesn't fit. Here we go. Forest Funky maybe. No, it's a medal. And are you buying medals at this point? Oh, Pyroki's up to 9 medals. He might check Jetpack. That would suck. Not the Beanstalk. You hate to see it.
Sorry,
that's so sad.
Bean fans.
All right, 50 GBs. Giant Mushroom Inside's 1 potion. That would be great. So, no, that kills. That is helpful. That kills face shooting.
Okay, well, there we go.
So, face shooting's dead, so Spike leaves instantly. We got Grape on the Mushroom Insides, so there you go. So he's going to Castle now. 7. Castle Chunky Metal is looking like a possibility. It's not a great one, but it is a possibility. Is it our only possibility? Is there any other pineapple check we haven't seen? I'm actually not sure. It might actually have to be this. Unless the Cave's Chunky Metal happens to be pineapple lock somehow, which is not looking super likely. What the heck is that twirl doing?
Well, probably doesn't matter.
That is
I
our
hope.
second. That is our second Cave's Helm lobby potion.
Well, there's
There it
Rocket
is.
Barrel.
Boom. Rocket Barrel on Castle Chunky Metal. Wow. That's the last pineapple check, I think. I think that's the last pineapple check in Logic that hasn't been seen yet. That's crazy. So, Pyroki, my brother and Donk, you just need GBs, I think. If we think it's a peanut on the owl race, you get to 64 GBs and you're good to go.
Yeah,
There you go.
he looks like he's just sticking around so he can grab some quick checks.
Yeah, Castle Funky's great. I don't think you do anything in the crypt. I think they're all pretty slow. You don't look at this hint. Do not look at this hint. Your seat is solved, my guy. Do not look at it. Go, go, go. I would not call that metal unhinted for what it's worth. Pineapple is always required for Castle Chunky Metal. So if you have pineapple hinted, this metal kind of has to crop up in your mind at some point. And when you're out of pineapple checks like Spike is at this point, I think Spike has seen every other pineapple check. It just kind of has to be Castle Chunky Metal. In his mind, I think it can be nothing else. He's checked Jape's Underground. He's cleaned out Forest. He's cleaned out the Cannon Game Room. Chunky 5-Door Temple's done. That had Mini. That's it. Unfortunately, Castle Chunky Metal, if you're relying on Pineapple to get you Castle Chunky Metal, that is like the least comfortable position to be in, because it's like, well, maybe this is it, maybe it's not. It doesn't feel like a set-in-stone requirement. It's not as concrete as taking your pineapple launcher and shooting a switch and being like, this requires pineapple.
Nice orange throw.
Wow. We'll take oranges, I guess, than Castle Surroundings. I mean, why not? That's not bad. Then maybe that helps your tiny phase. I don't know, whatever. But Castle Chunky Metal is our answer, and you just kind of have to be willing to commit to it. And sure enough, Spike, having smelled out pineapple, was like, all right, here we go. This is my way back into the seed. And he is hot on his heels. This is going to be a tight one.
Well, the problem is he still doesn't have trombone, so that kind of kills the hype. But
It slows him down some, but he knows he can like find it like pretty much instantly. Right, with the helm hint, he'll know exactly where to go, and it's like, oh yeah, it's in the 5-Door Temple, right? Heck, he might not even need the hint. He's probably got a pretty good idea where it is in the 5-Door Temple. It's one of those. It's far from certain at this point, that's for sure. Pyroki has an edge, I think. He's clearing up, but Spike at 50 GBs and 5 blueprints, Pyroki at 52 GBs and 6 blueprints, an effective 3 GB edge.
yo, Chad's still trying to cook up a crazy scenario where Slam is an owl race to get some other item somewhere else.
Who let them cook? What is that? Oh my god. There's a baby seed other than Castle Chunky Metal. I'm telling you, it's a jet. This one's quick. It's unfortunate. I think Castle Chunky Metal might be my last location if I'm looking at pineapple checks. But you have enough info to work it out. And Spike is like, all right, I gotta know what's on the rabbit race. I gotta know. Or not the rabbit race, the owl race. Here we go.
Yeah, we are going to see what's there shortly. The longest checks in the game right here, which we shorten it, and it's still one of the longest checks in the game.
Is it really? I feel like there's other checks that are like longer to get to, but this one, in isolation, when you get to the spot, yeah, it's really bad. Because it's a long flying race.
Yeah, in the vanilla game, not only you have to make it night, you have to summon this damn owl, you have to fly around the tree twice. Then he doesn't give you a golden banana. He gives you a bonus barrel, which is busy barrel barrage. That is the full 60 seconds. And then you get the golden banana. This guy's an asshole.
The owl's trying to filibuster us. It's unbelievable. The owl got jealous of modern jet technology and was like, hang on, let's take a breather, slow down a bit. Alright, show me the money. I say show me the money, but it's gonna be like another 30 seconds before we know this is peanut or not, so we're taking a quick nap. Please hold.
See you in 30 minutes. This is not the check you want to be high-fiving on.
Well, it's so long, it's like inevitable to high five on this. Like, I bet you can imagine in a race lobby of 29 racers, there's probably like 2 other people on the owl race right now. Like, you gotta go. Step on the gas.
Fortunately, only 11 seconds to do that game for Spike. Very good. All right, we are... Well, Pyroki's going to be in go mode. Spike still has a trombone fight, but I think he might just go to Helm for that. Oh, no, he's going to go straight to Aztec. See, I think I would have just gone to Helm and get the hint so I know which room exactly to go to, but looks like he is very... He's got his eye on what he wants to do, so... And I mean, I guess he still doesn't have 64 gold bananas.
Yeah, that's the... I mean, that's all that matters now, right? Yeah, I mean, he's got time to go back and go get 5-door temple action. It just kind of works out for Spike here. Like, it's not really mission critical to be at 64 GBs immediately. Or it's not really mission critical to be in go mode when you're not at 64. He's got time to clear out stray Aztec stuff, maybe fly around the Oasis and Totem area a bit.
Good point made in the chat here. DK has 0 moves. You definitely did not need DK this seed.
Dead weight. See you, bud. Enjoy the tag barrel.
As if we use those in DK Randomizer, DK64Randomizer.com.
That's kind of the bit, yeah. Ooh, the anthill. I love the anthill.
I still want to put together a non-tag anywhere Season 3 race after the tournament's done.
Oh, brother.
Or like even almost a blitz tournament of it.
Cam signs up instantly in all caps. Yep, that was just cam bait, wasn't it? I'm onto you.
Spike may have gotten the bean and not use it, but at least we're going to see the bean check. I guess the original check where the bean is anyway.
2 checks in here for 1 saxophone. Love that.
1 trombone, but yeah.
Play the saxophone and whatever, you get the point. But here comes Spike's trombone. You can also get the fairy with Mini here, which is kind of nice.
You can make a worse race to debut, and that is absolutely right. There are people who debuted for Sarah's Qual 10, which is probably the worst qualifier race I've ever seen, so...
Alright, 61 GBs effective for Pyroki, and 60 GBs effective for Spike. This is very close. This is going to be a real sprint through Helm, because there's trombone for Spike. If he steps on the gas here you go. How do you close?
Why is Pyroki getting... Oh, Pyroki is a man of the people! We have another bean! He is throwing his race position to buy the bean, chat.
What an absolute hero.
There goes my hero.
Oh my god. But I mean, he's going to Japes for density regardless, so I kind of like being here, you know? Spike picks Galleon. He's going to the shipyard to get the shots, I think.
Shipyard has lots of stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's not necessarily the fastest stuff to get to, but when you get there, you hit the mother load. Like, Funky's has got like 6 checks. 5. Okay, I exaggerated a little, sue me. Or shoot the treasure chest. There's actually 5 treasure checks in the treasure chest. Also a great spot.
Probably makes more sense for him to check everything out here first, though. We'll see.
Alright, I think Spike's choice of Galleon is gonna be better than Pyroki's choice of Japes, although Pyroki's really, really close. Hang on. He might start dumping here. Is this enough for him? This puts him to 63, so he's gambling the top, but...
Spike's getting some nice gets here as well.
Yup. Spike gets 62. Oh boy. Here we go.
I think
does he go?
He's going straight into the treasure chest.
Yeah, you go candy or you go treasure chest. This is a tough call.
He's going treasure chest.
If you find enough GBs, you might actually be able to skip some dumps, so that would work out pretty well.
Ideally, he has 4 on Chunky and then only 2 more after that. So, like, ideally, he only has to do the chunk dump.
I like checking this idiot first too. This is faster than any swimming. This puts him to 63. You could gamble this and skip the treasure chest.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
Well, Pyroki's already dumping, man. You got to get going. You got to get out of here. It's time to go. 58. 58 plus 6 blueprints. He has enough. Oh, that saves a dump. It is highly unlikely for there to be a Twirl minigame in Helm due to where Twirl was. Twirl was Castle Lobby, which would require just a whole slew of stuff.
Alright, Spike's out. The problem is Pyroki is also out. If Pyroki gets a golden banana on one of these 2 Helm checks, he's good to go.
Spike's got the sure thing in his pocket. Pyroki taking a little bit of a gamble. Problem is he's seen this fairy already, and he's seen this axe pad, so these checks are not real for him. So he's all in on Helm Lobby. If it's a slow bonus barrel with a minigame, it's kind of terrible. He doesn't really have a great way to get to the Kasplat.
He doesn't know he has oranges. He has a way to Kasplat.
Yeah, that is a way. Twirl would be better, but it's not a great way. It's a metal anyway, so...
Oh, he's got to take the bonus barrel.
Oh, it's a GB, but he has to take it. Oh, boy, this is Spike's chance to catch up. Spike's at 64!
Oh, man!
Can you imagine this in the tournament? This is madness. This is a tournament preview, people. This is what your matches are going to look like. It's going to come down to Helm Lobby.
Mad Maze. Is this a long? No, it can't be a long one.
Short one.
Oh my god, this is a finish, chat.
Oh boy, it's going to come down to Helm minigame execution. Spike will be in a little bit earlier, but not much. Not much at all. Somebody get the time.
All right, Spike is entering at 128.
Oh boy, it's gonna be like 10 seconds. Fortunately, it's a GB, so Pyroki doesn't have to run back to Snide. That'd be very funny if it was a blueprint. Looks like about 15 seconds.
20 seconds.
Somewhere between 15 20 seconds thereabouts. Put it, yeah, right about there, like 17 or so.
It's fundamentals at this point.
Oh, it is. This is what the Helm Gauntlet is all about. You gotta know your DK64 mini games.
Welcome to bonus stage.
And we get like the least dramatic minigame of them all. Just the slowly spinning slot machine. It's not even a hard one, it's just like...
It's so...
Punch was on Kevin. Punch was on the path to Key 6 and Key 8 in the Lighthouse. So... Could be a hunky chunky minigame? Nope. No dice.
Despite all the atrocious seeds Sarah gave us in the quals, this is very tame for her.
Alright, a little bit of a hiccup for Spike in the sprint maze. They both got sprint though, so no other time gain or loss there. Pyroki getting a little bit of a help, a little bit of a boost here. Oh man, they're gonna have to sweat through the tiny
This is like a 5-6 second difference right now. Spike, I think, got the cutscene skip.
Alright, big cutscene skip, big cutscene skip.
He got it.
They both got it! Oh boy, here we go. Oh, Spike with a Helm backflip tech. Working his way up through there.
Oh, he got a first try!
That is crazy. Which saves you, like, almost no time at all, because it's almost a straight line to Tiny's room anyway.
If it was Lanky's, though.
If it were Lanky's room, that'd be pretty good, but then he might like rocket barrel over there. Nah, that would definitely be faster. Well, I'm gonna slot that one in.
Spike enters at 45 seconds on the clock. Yeah, about a 7-second difference here.
Real tight, real tight. And it comes down to the flies.
Oh, it's gonna come down to this.
Not the bugs.
Do not channel your inner Kuiper.
Kuiper loses these for sure. Oh my goodness. One gets away from Pyroki. He's got to recover. The last one gets away from Spike. The last one one gets away from Pyroki. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go, here we go. Last one, you got to lock in, lock in. No, he gets away.
This is what the DK60 developers could only dream of when they were making this game. That a tournament race 25 years after the game was made would come down to the fly swatter game.
These freaking fly swatters, man. Oh my god. Alright, Ramby pylons, here we go. Not too difficult a minigame. Spike's gonna come out of helm ahead. As long as you don't hit a pylon. Do not hit a pylon. Like I am prone to do. Do not. Dude, I don't know what it is about this minigame. I'm kind of trash at this one. You can't explain it. It's not hard. I'm just bad at it for no reason. Is there like some like secret tech? Who's got the tech on this one?
Spike did not get the cutscene skip.
Uh-oh.
Pyroki is like 12 seconds behind.
This is a big one.
Didn't get the cutscene skip either. This is like a 12-15 second difference.
That would have been nice. That would have been real nice, but here we go.
Spike has ponytail twirl here though. This is going to gain him some time.
You can make that jump with Chunky, though, so it's not a significant gain. Perfectly. Oh, we end with a tiny phase. This is incredible. Key 8. Here we go.
Key 8 at 46 for Spike.
We have Lanky, Diddy, Tiny in that order.
13-second difference.
Has your lanky face, Spike. Here we go. Lock in. I'm so ready for these matches in bracket, man. This is going to be insane.
Spike misses the first punch, but he recovers easily.
Good first slip. Where do you go for the second one? Oh, what a throw. Oh, that second one is beautiful.
Gotta get him to slip right in the place he's standing in. That's gonna save you the most time in the lanky phase.
Does he move faster while patrolling versus in the cutscene?
Well, the thing is, like, if you get him to slip right away in the cutscene, that's a shorter cutscene.
Right. There we go.
Nice.
Spike's on a lanky phase. Beautiful phase.
Nice finish by both players. No complaints. That's crazy. This race basically came down to Big Bug Bash fundamentals. Never thought you'd hear that. Still got the hardest phase though, Diddy phase.
Those stupid bugs. Those stupid bugs. How dare they? Alright, Diddy phase is a lot of execution though. Getting these lights down is not easy.
Great by Spike. First lights down. Oh, Pyroki misses! Oh, that's gonna cost him.
Getting in this rocket barrel after these punches is just absolute agony. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Here we go, he's got it now. Spike getting a little bullied up by the gloves though, so it's not free.
Oh, he still missed. He still okay. He got it. He got it.
Here we go.
Still gonna be a couple seconds to do. This is the hardest phase of the fight, of the K. Rool fight for sure.
Or get that second light for sure. Don't land on the fixture. Don't land on the fixture. I beg you.
Okay. Safe.
Do not. Right, and Tiny Phase is almost an auto scroller, so
Might be it.
It's about 2 minutes. As long as Spike's got to play clean. You got to play clean and get in the boot. And you got to shoot fast. You don't want to waste any. You don't want to like nickel and dime away seconds right at the end. Kind of a disaster to do that. Twirl helping Spike over the waves. I mean, just randomly finding Twirl. It's great utility, but I wouldn't necessarily call it required here.
It's an interesting way. Pyroki's sitting on the corner there.
I mean, it's guarantees you stay in. Guarantees you stay on the pole. He's a little bit slow to the barrel, though. He's just
Listen, back in my day when we only had the N64, having K. Rool loaded on the screen would make the fight so much slower, so I never see that.
It's so bad. Yeah, this fight lags like crazy. I mean, that many shockwaves on screen, the N64 is just not built for it. Well, I don't know. I think the N64 is it's a tough old cookie, and DK64 is not optimized for it though at all.
It did its best.
Spike with 2 perfect barrel entries. He is cruising, so he's just got 1 boot phase away from topping this one off. What a finish. Could have come down to those bugs. Positioning in this race could easily have come down to that. That's crazy. 1 toe to go.
I can see Spike's webcam. He is looking constantly at that race room.
It's like, get me out of here. He is like, get me out of here. I hate the seat. I hate the seat. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Taking a couple hits. Hang on. Lock in. Get the toes. Get the toes. Don't miss your shots. Get your shots as ASAP. ASAP. And boom! Last one. Beautiful. Locks in a time of 1:30.01. And that is good in this race lobby for 9th place. That's a fast one today.
Pyroki is going to be just behind him. And GG.
He takes 10th place with a 1:30.23.
That is
Wowza.
fantastic. That was...
Let's go pull him in.
I don't think it was close enough where the Big Bug Bash mattered, but it would have made it really freaking close.
Those
GG's
bugs,
all.
man. Those bugs. GG's, guys.
GG's.
20 seconds?
20 seconds. And before you ask, you both bought the bean. True heroes.
Let's go!
Well, of course we have to buy the bean.
I phrased that like it wasn't a given, but it really should have been a given, so you'll have to forgive me on that one.
No, you definitely needed to mention, because one of us was going to ask, so, yeah.
I almost didn't because I almost forgot to even go back, but, you know, that's an important trip.
Whoa, you guys just missed a whole slew of finishers just now, too. Wow.
Holy smokes. I mean, yeah, the seed kind of worked its way out of the wash. As long as you picked up the cheeky bit, the Castle Chunky medal is pineapple locked. As long as you picked that up, the rest of the seed kind of fell into place. You found so much at the start to just get you to key 8. You could like enter Helm very quickly with the moves you had.
Yeah, we had, like, no key 8 hints that seed. We had, like, maybe, what, 2 or 3? It was kind of ridiculous.
3, one of which was monkey port, one was punch, and the other was triangle. Everything else you just found or started with. Like you started with Sax and Gorilla Gun, which helped a lot. And then Vines was early because Aztec was early, and then Monkey Port was early because it just felt like it, I guess. And then
Yeah, I tried to not even do training grounds at the start, but then immediately was all like, yep, I have to go back.
Yeah, Vines has to be in exactly back there. There's kind of ran out of spots for it to be.
Especially considering where PTT was.
Oh, where was that?
Castle Lobby Dirt Patch.
Very funny
Oh,
location for that.
I didn't even go for that. I saw metal up top and was all like, nope, don't need that.
I was mad struggling with GBs, so I'm just like, that dirt patch better be 1 GB so I can feel a little bit better. And then it's like, oh, cool, I can now twirl off the platform. Cool, thanks.
It's a bit of a doozy to get to the end there.
Yeah, by the time I entered Castle, I was feeling a little more comfortable with my GBs, but yeah, it was pretty rough for most of the seed.
Getting to the end, Pyroki picking Japes to get his last GBs in, and Spike picking Galleon. It kind of depends, because Pyroki was closer, but kind of like the Galleon pick. There was just a lot to get there.
Oh, I have to agree. Galleon probably was better, but I mean, I was there for the bean anyways. Let's just grab a few GBs while I'm here.
Pretty much. I mean, Japes is like faster to get to the density, but Galleon is better density, so you could go either way.
Especially since diving Peanut when not on the path to anything, it's like, alright, more chance for GBs to be there than actual moves, so why not?
I'm still laughing at the Big Bug Bash tie, dude. People were cheering on in Big Bug Bash for someone to pull ahead.
You guys are in the bash at the same time, and it's like, oh, there's 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, one gets away. Oh.
Probably the most exciting someone has ever been at Big Bug Bash ever.
That is beautiful. I need to go back and rewatch.
It's madness, truly madness.
Also, shout outs for the whatchamacallit, the Diddy Dark Rafters not having a GB.
Dark Rafters was real bad, that's for sure.
That was definitely an interesting thing to do out of logic there for me.
I couldn't do it. I tried for like a solid minute, gave up, went to Jake's, found guitar, and was sad.
Yeah, I mean,
Not too far off from what I did.
Shockwave is just not a good enough light source there. I think Peanut is pretty good, but Shockwave is really bad.
Usually
Peanut
I
is amazing.
prefer Peanut.
Yeah, and then something like Twirl to like get you across the gaps more consistently would be nice, but you had like no tools there, and it was tiny back there, and you knew it was tiny back there, so it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna slam my head against this wall until I get it.
Yeah, I don't think I ended up spending that long, thankfully. I think that's the quickest I managed to do that without Peanut or really anything to see.
But did you do the Kirk Q, or did you walk all the way around?
I'm not familiar with the exact strategy. Kirk Q has released a lot, and I haven't kept up.
Kirk Q basically gets you to jump in specific ways rather than just shockwave walking around.
Yeah, I did a shockwave to get through.
It's so hard. No tools to get through Dark Rafters, but you know it's needed. That's like disaster. That's like the worst case scenario for Dark Rafters.
Yeah, I saw that and I
I'm
was all like,
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure
insane,
that's how
so I have to
people.
go for it.
Pretty sure that's how people sub 120 this seed too. There's
It helped a
two
lot.
that did.
Between barrels, tiny, you take tiny, you immediately go get diving. Pretty nice. You didn't really use diving for a lot though, so I don't know how essential diving was. It got you into level 4, sure, but like, what was the rush?
Yeah, that is true. Well, I mean, it was only on the path to Tiny K rule, which I don't think I've seen that from diving before. I've seen it on the path to minimal, but not just a mini monkey for a bonus barrel.
Yep, that was sneaky. I was thinking that maybe it was going to be Peanuts in Chunky Fire Temple, and then anywhere in the shipyard for Mini Monkey with diving would fit pretty well, but nope. Diving bonus barrel in Chunky Fire Temple. Of course. Who could have seen that coming? It did help that the Fire Temple was hinted specifically to Tiny K rule, which kind of ruled out Mini from anything else. So at the end, you know you're looking for pineapple checks for DK rule. You can kind of like soft pencil in Peanut on Owl Race and be like, okay, Rocket Barrel has to be pineapple locked. What pineapple checks do I have? And I think, Spike, you got the last one we hadn't seen. Or at least you had ruled that you had narrowed it down to exactly Castle Chunky Metal by that point, I think.
Well, what was the other check?
I think that was it. I think there weren't any other pineapple checks that were either dead or unchecked. Like
It would have been a much easier seed if ever was actually hinted path-wise. Because, like, yeah, the pineapple is a incredibly vague hint. And I was almost worried for a second we were getting Season 2.5 blitzed. So I was like, is this going to be some baboon balloon leads to both slams, leads to Lanky Tower, or some shenanigans?
Oh my god, I forgot Balloon was in there too. Oh my god.
I was so scared of Balloon that entire time. And it was in Castle. I was like, okay, there's a white vial in storage. There's a white vial in Cave's lobby. What if Grape led to everything? Oh no. Oh, it's just a metal. Okay, let's leave.
Crisis averted. I completely forgot about Balloon. That's a disaster.
Yeah, I do kind of wonder what was on Jetpack, because I was kind of thinking that was something that I was going to need there. Collecting medals and everything just to go, oh, wait, I found what I needed. Okay, never mind.
Yeesh. Alright, Castle Chunky Metal Knowledge Check. There you go. That's the seed in a nutshell. Sarah will gen you jet seeds, but you have to earn them. You have to she knowledge checked us today.
Yeah, there's quite a few forfeiters, like, of people who are in the top 32, and again, like, just another thing, gotta know, on the fly. It's one thing to know, it's one thing to eliminate checks, but it's another thing to know specifically which ones you should be checking. Very tough to do on the fly.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, that was a pretty solid race. Just a quick reminder, we have opened bracket predictions for the top 32. Go to challenge.com/DK64S3. Check out the bracket, make some predictions. We will open the bracket up in a week, so that means you have about a week to make those predictions.
To be clear, I believe you only predicted the winner's side of the bracket, so you don't get the whole thing, you just get the winner's side, which is certainly enough to be wrong a whole lot, so good luck.
Yeah, don't let Blam win next time, please.
Yeah. Can't have that. I'll do my best.
We couldn't even make the title for him because it wouldn't even show up. All right. Again, for all our bracket racers, whether you're in top 32 or beta, you will be getting, likely tomorrow, an announcement when we are starting the bracket. And again, we have about a week, so take your time to practice, get some races in, brush up on your knowledge, your logic checks, and we'll have bracket ready by next weekend. That being said, I believe we are all done here. DK64randomizer.com. You can join the Discord, discord.dk64randomizer.com. Follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us on YouTube. We will see you next time.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning all.
Oh yeah, I gotta raid someone, right. Need a pick.
We just morning, man. This is awkward. Oh god.
Okay, just forget everything I said.
Forgetting.
Yep, rewind.
What'd you say?
Morning. What?
Unmorning.
Unmorning.